Hala, ito panoorin natin to For the first time, no? Kumbaga, kinontra ng ombudsman itong mga Duterte, no? Kasi, dati, alam niyo po kasi yung ombudsman ngayon, appointee po ni Duterte. Hanggang ngayon. Di po kung ba't hindi pa napapalitan. Panoorin natin ito mga kaibigan.
President Sara Duterte and several current and former officials to respond to allegations of their alleged misuse of confidential funds. The order stems from recommendations of a
Senado na lang talagang kakampi niya.
Congressional panel to file criminal complaints over the alleged fund misuse. This report from Job Manahan.
Vice President Sara Duterte has been ordered by the Ombudsman to respond to the charges recommended by the House of Representatives over the supposed misuse of confidential funds of her office and the Education Department when she was head of the agency. Also ordered to respond are Duterte's Chief of Staff Zulaika Lopez, Special Disbursing Officer Gina Acosta, and former DepEd officials who served under her. The House panel on good government and public accountability is named as the complainant. The recommended charges stemmed from the investigation of the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability over the Vice President's alleged misuse of her agency's...
So, ang karma bumabalik na, no? Dami niya kasi pinaggagago, no? Dami niyang binaboy, dami niyang pinersonal. So, ang karma bumabalik na sa kanya. Yung lahat na ngayon siya ng gobyerno, kalaban na niya Yung limang senador na nga lang talagang kakampi niya. Bato, si Bongo nga hindi niya kakampi. Bato, Robin, Amy, Villar. 4 lang Tayo na. Si Marcoleta na lang, pang 5 Tapos, ito mga kalaban na niya, ombudsman,
confidential funds
Malacanang,
amounting to more than 612 million pesos. Among the charges are technical malversation, perjury, bribery, corruption, plunder, and betrayal of public trust. Ombudsman Samuel Martires confirmed the reported document to ABS-CBN. The Ombudsman said Duterte and other respondents must file their counter affidavit together with affidavit of their witnesses and other supporting documents within 10 days of the receipt of the order. The Ombudsman adds, failure to file their counter affidavit within the period could mean a waiver of the right to submit controverting evidence, and the preliminary investigation will proceed. Afterwards, the case will be submitted for resolution based on the evidence presented by the parties. The Ombudsman noted that no motion to dismiss or bill of particulars will be entertained. House spokesperson Princess Abante says the Ombudsman may have acted motu proprio or on its own based on the House's recommendations.
We have not received a copy of the said order to file a counter affidavit. Ako personally, I've learned about it through the reports, and I've seen it on social media. What I can confirm to you is that the plenary adopted the report of the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability on June 10. The committee report was furnished to the Ombudsman. The House or the committee itself did not file any complaint.
Abante adds, it's unclear why the panel was named as complainant in the Ombudsman document.
Why did it have to identify the House as a complainant?
Bakit nga, 'di ba? Pero again, ang sasagutin ko lang sa inyo yung factual na meron ako. Ang mga tanong na yan, tatanungin ko din. Ang ginawa lang kasi ng House is to furnish them of the committee report. Kaya gusto ko munang tignan mabuti yung saan nanggaling yung pag-identify na ang House yung complainant.
She says she will ask House officials regarding the matter since they also do not have a copy of the Ombudsman document.
Ano yung gusto mangyari dun sa investigation siguro, pero sa ngayon kailangan ko munang tignan mabuti kung saan nanggaling yung paglagay ng kung ano for my personal consumption po ito kung paano nailagay ang House as the complainant. As far as Congressman Joel Chua, wala siyang final na complaint.
The Office of the Vice President has yet to comment on the issue but says they already received the order which comes as Duterte is on a personal trip in Australia. According to the OVP, the Vice President left the country on Tuesday to support a rally calling for the release of her father, former President Duterte, that will be held in Melbourne, Australia on Sunday. Malacanang has this to say about Duterte's frequent trips overseas.
Kung doon po abala ang ating Vice Presidente sa mga personal trips niya or personal trips with her family, choice po ng Vice Presidente yun. Sabi nga natin, pampersonal o pambayan? That is the question. Ang kanya lang sigurong malalabag ay ang kanyang obligasyon sa taong bayan.
The younger Duterte has traveled to 4 countries in less than a month, including a trip to the Netherlands in late May to celebrate her birthday. Job Manahan, ABS-CBN News.
Bahala na kayo dyan, mga leche.